Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza, ognuno dia la mano al suo vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child needs to find a place, guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe. E la fede che hai accesa in noi, sento che ci
Goeiemiddag dames en here. Hartlik welkom by vanmiddag se plegtigheid, die tweede laaste een van hierdie week. Ons vra dat u asseblief sal opskuif as u nog leë plekke langs u het. Daar is nog gaste in die oorlooplokale wat ook oorgebring kan word as daar oop stoele is. So ladies and gentlemen, please move to the centers of the rows so that we can see where there are open seats, so that we can bring the people from the overflow venues over before we start with the ceremony. Thank you for that. Ons wil ook baie dankie sê dat vir u geduld met ons met die uitreik van sitplekkaartjies. Dit is ongelukkig te wyte aan wetgewing waaraan ons almal moet voldoen wanneer funksies gereël word. Hierdie lokaal kan net 3000 mense huisves en met die aantal studente wat vanaand graad kry, dit wissel natuurlik ook van fakulteit tot fakulteit. So thank you very much for bearing with us. We are going to try to accommodate as many of the overflow venues people in the main venue tonight. If you have friends and family abroad or somewhere in South Africa, you are welcome to let them know that they can follow the entire graduation ceremony via live streaming on the university's website at www.sun.ac.za/streaming. Ek herhaal, www.sun.ac.za/streaming. Ons vra dat u asseblief nie die saal sal verlaat terwyl die plegtigheid nog aan die gang is nie, uit respek vir mede-graduandi en ook mede-gaste. Ons versoek ook dat u asseblief net ongegeurde water sal gebruik gedurende die seremonie. Kos en suikerdrankies beskadig ongelukkig die sportvloer in hierdie lokaal. Please do not switch off your cell phones. We are actually inviting you to participate on social media. You can follow on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at #issuegrad and on Twitter also at @MartyStudents. In the marquee just outside on the lawns, bubbly will be served after the graduation ceremony. Note, they won't open the bottles until we've concluded the ceremony. There are photo walls, and you can take photographs and also upload that to the social media platforms, please. Daar word ook formele foto's geneem, hiervoor op die verhoog, wanneer julle graad amptelik ontvang. Op die kaartjies wat julle vanmiddag gekry het met julle name op, skryf asseblief op die agterkant julle persoonlike e-posadres. Dan sal daar vir julle voorbeelde gestuur word van hoe julle foto's lyk en dan kan julle op grond daarvan besluit wat julle wil bestel. Die fotograwe se kontakbesonderhede is ook in die kokers saam met julle graadsertifikate. The toilet facilities are under the stage. The ladies to my right, they're at the bottom of the staircase, and the gentlemen to the left. We have paramedics on site. So if you need medical assistance during the ceremony, please make use of that. There's a first aid station underneath the stage area. Na die plegtigheid, as u dalk vorentoe beweeg om foto's te neem, vra ons dat u asseblief nie tussen die musiekinstrumente sal inbeweeg nie. As u enige besittings optel of dalk iets verloor het, is u welkom om na die plegtigheid navraag te doen of dit in te handig in die voorportaal hier agter my rug. Ons sal probeer om dit by die eienaars uit te kry. We have been fortunate this week. We have not had load sharing during a graduation ceremony. So normally we say in the unlikely event of a power outage, but maybe it's not that unlikely this week. But we do have generators on standby. Please remain seated. We will continue with the ceremony and our graduates won't leave without their qualifications this afternoon. Die akademiese prosesie is gereed om die saal binne te kom. Please rise and remain standing until after the singing of the national anthem.
We will begin the proceedings by singing the national anthem, which you will find on the inside of the back cover of the program. Ons begin die verrigtinge met die sing van die nasionale lied, wat u op die binne agterblad van die program vind.
Così si che l'Eli Africa, ma lo pacagni su pondolaio, visva imitanda so yetu. Così si che l'Ela tina lo sapolaio, morena boloca se chavasa esu, tu felice din toale macvenieu, o si boloche si chavasa esu, si chavasa South Africa, South Africa. Live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Please be seated. U mag maar uw plekke inneem. Hiermee verklaar ek hierdie kongregasie van die Universiteit van Stellenbosch behoorlik geconstitueer. I hereby declare this congregation of the Stellenbosch University duly constituted. Dames en here, aan die begin van hierdie gradeplegtigheid is ons as akademiese gemeenskap, ouers, gades, familie en vriende diep dankbaar vir die voorreg om vandag hier te kan wees, om saam ons gradiandi se sukses te kan vier. Ek nooi u daarom uit om net so te bly sit, terwyl ons vir 'n gewyde oomblik stil word en ons dankbaarheid betuig. Elkeen in ons eie ruimte van verskillende sekulêre en godsdienstige lewensbeskouings. Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of this graduation ceremony, we as academic community, parents, spouses, family and friends are deeply grateful for the privilege to be here today to celebrate our graduates' success. To this end, I invite you all to remain seated while we observe a devotional moment, granting each other the space to express our gratitude according to our various secular and religious perspectives. Dankie dames en here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hartlik welkom aan ons gradiandi, familie en vriende by hierdie plegtigheid van die Universiteit Stellenbosch. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to our 7th graduation ceremony this week. A very warm welcome to our 2 honorary graduates, Professor Dame Glynis Marie Breakwell and Professor Homi Baba, as well as their family, colleagues and friends who have joined us in their honor this afternoon. 2 donor organizations are also present at this ceremony. Welcome once again to the representatives from the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls, who have really supported our graduation events this week, and welcome also to the APSA delegation. I would like to extend a special welcome to Ms. Ziyanda Stuurman, member of the Stellenbosch University Council. Baie welkom ook aan Professor Louise Viljoen en Professor Ashraf Kaji, wat albei vanmiddag ons gesogte kanselierstoekenning vir uitnemendheid sal ontvang. Welkom ook aan hulle familie, vriende en kollegas wat by ons aangesluit het om hulle prestasies te kom vier. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Stellenbosch University, we believe that multilingualism is an asset. In the spirit of mutual respect for languages and cultures and inclusivity, I request Professor Mawandi Lali to direct a few words of welcome in isiXhosa.
Molweni manene namanenekazi, samkela abo baza kuthweswa izidanga kunye neentsapho nezihlobo zabo kulo msitho wesixhenxe wothweso zidanga kwiYunivesithi yaseStellenbosch. Samkela kananjalo ababini abaza kufumana izidanga zembeko, unjingalazi Glynis Marie Breakwell kunye nonjingalazi Homi Baba kunye neentsapho zabo nezihlobo zabo ezikunye nathi uza kunika imbeko ngale njikalanga. Kukho imibutho emibini esixhasayo kulo msitho. Samkela abameli abaphuma kwi-Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls abaxhase imisitho yothweso zidanga kule veki. Siphinde samkele iqela lakwa-APSA. Ndingathanda ukwamkela ngokukodwa unkosazana Ziyanda Stuurman, olilungu lekhansile leYunivesithi yaseStellenbosch. Samkela unjingalwazi Louise Viljoen kunye nonjingalwazi Ashraf Kaji abaza kufumana imbasa yengqonyela ngokuthi bagqwese kwimisebenzi yabo. Manene namanenekazi, ngoku kuza kukhutshwa izidanga, idiploma neziqinisekiso. Nangona kuza kuzanywa kangangoko ukubiza igama nefani yomntu ngendlela efanelekileyo, iDean besizama ngokusemandleni ukuziqhelanisa noko. Kona kuyinyani kukuba sinabantu abavela kwiindawo ngeendawo nabathetha iilwimi ezahlukileyo. Ngako oko sicela uxolo ukuba igama lakho libizwe ngendlela engeyiyo. Phezu kwayo yonke enye into, sininqwenelela impumelelo kwiinzame zenu. Siyavuyisana nani ngalo mhla mkhulu. Enkosi. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Glali. I'll now confer on the candidates who are presented to me the respective honorary doctorates. After conferment of the degree, every honorary graduate will get the opportunity to respond briefly to the award.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you Glynis Marie Breakwell, with the request that you confer on her the degree Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa. The decision by the Council and Senate to award her this degree has been taken on the grounds of the following considerations. Having crafted identity process theory, Professor Dame Glynis Marie Breakwell's outstanding contribution to social psychology is globally significant. Locally, it has aided our understanding of how South Africans relate to post-apartheid social changes. Holding an MSc from the University of Strathclyde, a PhD from the University of Bristol, and a second MA and DSc from the University of Oxford, Breakwell has served as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Bath since 2001. This chartered health psychologist is renowned for her tremendous scholarship in the field of psychology of risk, social action and change, as well as identity. Apart from providing insights into how individuals think, feel, and act in the face of risk, her seminal identity process theory has filled a gap in research on individuals' coping strategies when their identities are threatened. By using globally relevant examples of threat, such as unemployment or ethical marginality, issues South Africans are too familiar with, she has helped us comprehend the impact of advances in science, technology, and medicine, political upheaval, economic development, all of these, and how it relates on identity formation. In our post-apartheid context, Breakwell's work has also promoted local efforts to enable victims of threat to speak out about their experiences and feelings, breaking away from previous dominant discourses that serve to marginalize the voices of certain population groups. Her profound expertise has seen her perform various advisory and leadership roles in society across the globe. Amongst others, she is a member of the United Kingdom Economic and Social Research Council, one of a select group of honorary fellows of the British Psychology Society, a member of the Science and Technology Honours Committee, a senior independent director of the National Health Service Improvement Board, and chair of the Daphne Jackson Trust. In addition, she is widely recognized for her leadership in the UK within the higher education sector. A champion for the role of universities in scientific and technology innovation, exploitation, and economic regeneration, she is the current director of both the university's superannuation scheme and the university UK, as well as the board of the member of Leadership Foundation for Higher Education. Among the many accolades recognizing this esteemed scholar's work, most recent ones include her appointment in 2010 as Deputy Lieutenant in the County of Somerset, and in 2012 as Dame Commander of the British Empire, in both instances recognizing her work in science as well as in higher education. Moreover, in 2014, Breakwell appeared in the Science Council list of the 100 leading UK practicing scientists, commending her professional skill and judgment in the practice of science. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I hereby request that you confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa on Glynis Marie Breakwell for having crafted identity process theory, a high-impact contribution to global social psychology, which has trickled down to the southernmost tip of Africa, where it continues to help us navigate the changes and threats of our post-apartheid reality and gives a voice to the previously marginalized.
I hereby confer on you, Glynis Marie Breakwell, the degree Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa.
Vice-Chancellor and Rector, Madam Orator, I give you my heartfelt thanks for this honour from such a great university with a remarkable past and such an enormous potential for the future. I want to congratulate all the graduates today. You should be proud of your achievements. I would also like to congratulate and thank your families and friends who have supported you during your studies. Your success may be dependent on the high quality of academic care you have had here. I'm sure it is. But it will also have been importantly influenced by the encouragement of your family and friends. I know I would have achieved little without the abiding support of Colin, my partner of 46 years, who I'm glad to say is here today. I am particularly pleased to be receiving this degree at a congregation for graduates in the arts and social sciences. In our society, a society facing so much uncertainty and turmoil, where our identities and communities are threatened daily by unprecedented, enormous, rapid, and unpredictable economic, political, technological, and environmental change, the disciplines that you have studied will be ever more important in showing how change can be interpreted and managed in the future. Solutions to our problems may require innovation in great science and in engineering and in medicine, but such solutions rarely work unless communities will adopt and accept them. Practitioners and policymakers need to understand the way that people will work with technological change to solve problems that they are facing now today, and to produce processes that will really stick and make a difference. They need to have the skills and the knowledge that you now have acquired as a consequence of studying here. I wish you who are graduating today with me enormous happiness and success in your own futures, but I ask that you use your knowledge as far as you possibly can, and the talents that you have, use them well in these times of uncertainty. By doing so, you can make a personal difference in this world. Great universities, like this one, are bastions of knowledge, and they need to be cherished. And I am honoured to become part of your community today. Thank you all very much.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you Homi K. Bhabha with a request that you confer on him the degree Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa. The decision by the Council and Senate to award him this degree has been taken on the grounds of the following considerations. Professor Homi K. Bhabha is the world's premier post-colonial literary theorist, having developed concepts such as hybridity, mimicry, interstitial, and the third space. In a range of influential international organizations, he advances the role of the humanities in peace, economic activity, and culture. Born in Mumbai, Bhabha's interest in colonial studies developed from his personal experience of India's post-colonial period. Holding an MPhil 1994, MA 1997, and DPhil 1990 in English Literature from Oxford University, he took up his first professorship at the University of Chicago as Chester D. Tripp Professor in the Humanities.
He later joined Princeton University, where he served as Old Dominion visiting professor, recognizing the critical significance of his work. Barber's prominence in the humanities has seen him deliver prestigious lectures, including the W.E.B. Du Bois Lecture at Harvard University in 1999, the Stanford University Presidential Lecture in 2000, and the Clarendon Lecture Series in 2001-2. Barber has been with Harvard since 2001, where he serves as Anne F. Rotenberg Professor in English and American Literature and Languages, and Director of the Humanities Center. The latter is today known as the Mahindra Humanities Center, after Barber's stellar reputation in the humanities secured the faculty a 10 million endowment from Anand G. Mahindra. His contribution to the humanities includes seminal publications and pioneering concepts. In his publication, The Location of Culture, for instance, he provides a working theory of culture hybridity that goes far beyond any other scholar's previous attempts. Conceptual breakthroughs include his notion of cultural transition, acknowledging how the past continues to shape the present. Yet, in his contributions to better understand the intercultural conflict that are particularly vital in the world, including South Africa, it is still characterized by cultural strife, showing how the histories of colonialism constantly intrude the present. He calls for a transformed understanding of cross-cultural relationships and proposes a new conceptualization of humanism to build a bridge between religions and cultures. These acclaimed contributions have enabled Barber to influence global power systems, including as trustee of the UNESCO World Report on Cultural Diversity and former chair of the Davos World Economic Forum Global Agenda Council on Human Rights and Dignity. His many accolades include the Padma Bhushan Prize 2010, the third highest civilian award in India bestowed by the Prime Minister, and the prestigious Alexander von Humboldt Research Prize in 2015. Barber's exceptional ability to push the humanities into new directions led the literary scholar Toni Morrison to describe his work as a landmark in the exchange between ages, genres, and cultures, the colonial, the post-colonial, modernist, and postmodern. For his pioneering work to establish a new way of interdisciplinary engagement, Stellenbosch University wishes to honor Professor Homi Barber. As a scholar, he has made the study of the humanities relevant in current times. As an opinion shaper, his contributions continue to shift global practices. As a theorist, he helps us navigate the landscape of our own multicultural nation. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I hereby request that you confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa on Homi K. Barber for his exceptional ability as the world's premier post-colonial literary theorist to push the humanities in new directions, for being influential in international organizations, by advancing the role of humanities in peace, economic activity, and culture, and for making the study of humanities relevant in our current times.
I hereby confer on you, Homi K. Barber, the degree of philosophy honoris causa.
Thank you very much.
Dear graduates, faculty, family, and friends, there is no honor more memorable or moving for a scholar than to receive an honorary doctorate from an academic community as distinguished as the faculty of Stellenbosch University in its very special centenary year. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, they say. And to be recognized from such a geographical distance as between Stellenbosch and Harvard certainly makes my heart beat faster. Thank you, dear Vice-Chancellor Wim de Villiers. Thank you, generous members of the Council and the University Senate. Thank you, Registrar Dr. Ronel Retief. To Professor Pumla Gorbode Madikizela, I owe a delightful debt of friendship and inspiration that I will never be able to repay, so I appeal to her in all humility for debt relief. And finally, my gratitude to Vice Rector Professor Nico Koopman, who works tirelessly in the service of an ethic of care and proximity across the campus and its community. Stellenbosch faces its next 100 years in a spirit of self-reflection and critical and important transformation. Or so I learned recently when I participated in Prof. Pumla's conference, Recognition, Reparation, Reconciliation. If the task of transformation is undertaken with institutional and governmental integrity and intellectual rigorous inquiry, then the perils of the past do not drag the present back into the past. Instead, memories of the past serve as measures of what has been achieved, what has been abused, and what still needs to be done. The past, then, does not come to haunt us. It keeps us honest and allows us to heal in hope. Now, the problem of sounding wise and virtuous at my age is I always end up sounding old, which I hate. So let me change my tone and offer congratulations and cheer to the young and vital generations who graduate today. Welcome and congratulations. This is a great generational achievement that belongs to you, dear graduates, but also belongs to your families, friends, and communities who have supported you and nurtured you and cared for you. To them, I give my heartiest congratulations. You, dear graduate friends, have not only survived, you have triumphed. And now you must step out into a world that is as brave technologically as it is beautiful in its cultural achievements and mind and spirit, but it is also a brave new world afflicted with the revival of barbaric nationalisms, the brazen blindness of environmental agony, and the daily humiliation and dehumanization of those who are in dire need, migrants, refugees, peoples displaced by war, or communities made destitute by want. As national citizens, and you are shining examples of that, we are also close neighbors to over 65 million displaced peoples who constitute the 21st largest country in the world, roughly the size of the United Kingdom and Thailand. Each citizen today, I believe, who lives in peace and security is neighbor to another who is neither. Each world citizen today is in part a refugee, something of a migrant, living side by side with a family without a home, a child without an education, or a society without the basic right of consent. And this other country, my friends, lives in the midst of our own settled and sovereign lives. And this other country, my friend, is our ethical duty and our shared political fate. Our experiments with truth, to cite Mahatma Gandhi's great work, must also be experiments with these daunting realities. And as we take the long walk to freedom, with Mahatma Mandela, let there be absolutely no occasion on which to say of the dispossessed and the colonized, as Franz Fanon once rightly pointed out, that the world considers them nothing more than the wretched of the earth. And on this occasion, let us make a commitment that on absolutely no occasion should we have to say, as Steve Biko tragically warned, "Black man, you are on your own." That, I believe, is what we transform, and that, I believe, is part, as I understand it, of the mission of the University of Stellenbosch. Let me end now with the unbreakable belief in renewal, in being born again, in transformation that stirs in the great prophetic voice of Ingrid Jonker. The child is not dead, neither at Langa, nor at Nyanga, nor at Orlando, nor at Sharpeville, nor at the police station in Philippi. The child is present in all meetings and legislations. The child peeps through the windows of houses and into the hearts of mothers. The child who just wanted to play in the sun at Nyanga is everywhere. My thanks and congratulations to all of you who are lit by the dawn of new hopes and new lives at Stellenbosch University today. Thank you.
Thank you to both Dr. Breakwell and Dr. Baba. Dames en here, voordat ons nou oorgaan tot die toekenning van die verskillende kwalifikasies, luister ons graag vir oulaas vanmiddag na ons eie musiektalent. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stellenbosch University Brass Ensemble and the Stellenbosch University African Music Ensemble with Wendy Joy Crowley as vocalist will now provide us with a musical interlude.
Sakutuka satibega nati batabat sakutuka satibeg iyo batabat sakutuka satibeg nati batabat sakutuka satibega oh hi yama nati batabat yama oh hi yama nati batabat yama Sakutuka satibega nati batabat sakutuka satibeg iyo hiyarele sakutuka satibega nati batabat sakutuka satibega oh hi yama nati batabat yama oh hi sathi batapa sakubuka sathi beka.
Die Universiteit Stellenbosch se Simfoniese Blaasensemble en die US Koper Blaasensemble albei onder leiding van Pamela Kierman, die US Afrika Musiekensembel onder leiding van Nkabakazi Mkwane, saam met soliste Nathan Lewis wat die nasionale lied gesing het en Wendy Joy Crowley gaan ons nou verlaat. A big thank you to our Stellenbosch University musicians for entertaining our guests here this afternoon. Let's give them another round of applause as they now leave the hall. Dames en heren, ek sal nou aan die kandidaate wat aan my voorgestel word, die onderskeie grade, diplomas en sertifikate verleen. I shall now confer on the candidates who have presented to me the respective degrees, diplomas and certificates. Although we try our very best to pronounce everyone's names correctly, and I have it on good authority that our deans have been practicing diligently, the reality is that we have graduate staff and guests from many different backgrounds and language groups, and we request your understanding and tolerance for the fact that we may find the pronunciation of each other's names sometimes a little bit challenging. Thank you very much.
Meneer die Vice-Kanselier, ek versoek u om die volgende grade en diplomas aan die kandidaate wat aan u voorgestel word te verleen. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the following degrees and diplomas on the candidates who are presented to you. Die graad dokter in die wysbegeerte. Die betrokke promotor sal telkens 'n kort verklaring oor die proefskrif doen. The degree Doctor of Philosophy. Supervisor concerned will give a brief outline of the dissertation. Julio Anthony Andrade, with Supervisor Dr. Minka Woerman.
This dissertation offers a reconceptualization of the concept of supererogation, which is traditionally understood as morally praiseworthy action that falls beyond the scope of duty. Julio argues against the existing scholarship that the concept of supererogation should be conceptualized independently of duty. Using the ethics of Emmanuel Levinas, Julio proposes a novel view of supererogatory attitudes as the possibility of sacrifice. I request that you confer the degree on Julio Anthony Andrade.
Norbert Umbati Basweti, with Supervisor Professor Mariana Visser.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, Ekigusi is an African language spoken in southwestern Kenya. This dissertation investigates the argumentative discourse of Ekigusi doctor-patient consultations using the framework of the extended pragma-dialectical theory of argumentation. This multi-perspective study establishes that the interplay of the macro-contextual exigencies of contemporary Western medicine and the traditional Ekigusi socio-cultural belief system concerning illness gives rise to a variety of argumentative genres. I request you to confer the degree on Norbert Basweti.
Anina du Toit with Supervisor Dr. Chrisma Pretorius.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, this mixed method study aimed to explore the perceptions and frustrations of biomedical and traditional health practitioners in managing medically explained and unexplained seizures in Namibia. Due to the complexity of the research, this study has also been upgraded from a master's study to a PhD. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on Anina du Toit.
Roshni Gokul with Supervisor Professor Mariana Visser.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, this study investigates an isiZulu task-based syllabus design for doctor-patient communication for health sciences students studying at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. The study adopts a multifaceted approach to the teaching of isiZulu, assuming key principles of task-based learning and teaching, language for specific purposes, and computer-assisted language learning related to second language acquisition. I request you to confer the degree on Roshni Gogol.
Zanthe Dawn Hunt with Supervisor Professor Leslie Swartz.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in this exceptional study, Hunt juxtaposes findings from a survey of non-disabled people with data from a photo voice study of disabled people, highlighting the complex politics of sexual exclusion. Described by a leading international theorist as an exceptionally mature piece of work, the dissertation raises important questions about the social construction of disability and of sexuality. I request you to confer the degree on Xanthi Dawn Hunt.
Caesar Jingao with Supervisor Professor Mariana Visser.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, the main focus of the study was to investigate the cognitive and linguistic properties of communication task complexity. The purpose of this investigation was to determine the characteristics of learning tasks in task-based syllabus design for the teaching and learning of Kiswahili as a second language in secondary schools in multilingual Ugandan context. I request you to confer the degree on Caesar Jingo.
Marinet Jordan met promotor Dr. Gawie Botma.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, using an innovative theoretical approach, this study explores how journalists at Netwerk 24 experience news work during a time of continuous disruption. A newsroom ethnography reveals that digital media technologies are not the main drivers of change, as is often argued. While most journalists are willing to adapt to change, they often hold on to traditional conceptualizations of journalism. I request you to confer the degree on Marinette Jordan.
Lily Na Ayorkor Kubobi, with Supervisor Professor Leslie Swartz.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in this innovative study and with remarkable sensitivity, Pobe explores mental health practices of Ghanaian, Christian and Muslim healers, shrine priests and herbalists, demonstrating the specificity of different healing systems and approaches. She explores power and positioning in influencing healers' investments in collaboration with biomedicine. The study has important implications for integrated care, which is a major health challenge in the majority world. I request you to confer the degree on Lily Na Ayokor Pobi.
Nathaniel Ivan Lukanda, with Supervisor Professor George Claassen.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, one of the most heavily contested areas in science is genetically modified organisms, GMOs, as it's popularly known. This study is the first to investigate how public perception is formed about GMOs in Africa, and specifically how sound science communication can eliminate misperceptions about it in Uganda. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on Ivan Lukanda.
Elke Astrid Matthey, met promotor Professor Ronnie Donaldson.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, the study into Namibian farmers living on communal land investigated the land uses to better understand tenure security and what their needs are regarding forms of ownership. The concept of the continuum of land rights is reinterpreted to highlight how important different land uses are to determine tenure needs. I request you to confer the degree on Elke Matthey.
Cornelia Meyer. Professor Jan Botha sal die kort verklaring van die proefskrif namens die promotor doen.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, Cornelia Meyer's thesis is an original study investigating socio-demographic and environmental communication variables influencing the public's perceptions of environmental problems. Carried out in Stellenbosch, South Africa, it showed that environmental knowledge, gender, and the population group of an individual are the variables with the strongest influence on the perceptions about the environment. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on Cornelia Meyer.
Salek Jaks Musa, with Supervisor Professor Lindy Heineken.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, this study examined military and internal security operations in Plateau State, Nigeria. It found that the military's unprofessional conduct and abuse of power exacerbates insecurity, causing civilians to use their own agency to provide for their security needs. To explain this, a quadrivariate theory of civil-military relations was developed, making a unique contribution to the field of civil-military relations within the African context. I request you to confer the degree on Salek Yaks Musa.
Eamon Ashaba Mwine, with Supervisor, Professor Rob Patton.
Amon Mwini's study engages with the phenomenon of male politicians speaking to gender equity issues in Parliament in Uganda. What is particularly interesting about this is that these politicians are selected by women gender activists to speak on behalf of them in a parliamentary context in which men are taken more seriously than women. In the popular media, these men are often referred to as male champions, and Winnie's research questions the category male champion, raising concerns about the limitations of promoting gender equality through the mediation of particular men and their idealization as champions. I request you confer a degree on Amon and Winnie. Thank you.
Philippus Rudolf Perold met promotor Professor Ronnie Donaldson en sy oom Professor Willie Perold sal sy band omhang.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in terms of a joint degree agreement between the Department of Architecture at Hasselt University in Belgium and Stellenbosch University, this exploration into architectural practice in the upgrading of informal settlements in Cape Town found that to foster spatial justice, architects have to adopt a new collaborator professional identity. I request you to confer the degree on Rudolf Perold.
John Sorik Sani. Dr. Dirk Louw will give the brief outline of the dissertation on behalf of the supervisor.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in this study, John argues that instead of further secularization, what we need to address the escalation of religiously motivated violence is a phenomenological analysis of the shared human religious impulse and the ways in which it can get pervaded and perverted into justifications for the violent extermination of the enemies of truth. I request you to confer the degree on John Sorik Sani.
Michelle Chanel Thompson with Supervisor Professor Christine Antonissen.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, increasing numbers of migrant workers have brought exceptional linguistic diversity to South African workplaces. In an ethnographic study, Michelle Thompson shows how the typical owner-to-worker power hierarchy is often challenged in communication due to an environment where assistants of African origin largely control the space in which store owners of Chinese origin rely on their employees' English language proficiency. I request you to confer the degree on Michelle Thompson.
Valentin Uwisi Jimana and Professor Frenette Southwood will give the brief outline of the dissertation on behalf of the supervisor.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in this study, mobile technologies for language learning were successfully employed to improve the English language proficiency of students at the University of Rwanda. The study is especially valuable for countries in which learners struggle to acquire English due to a lack of sufficient exposure to the language outside of the classroom. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on Valentine Uwizimana.
Willem Karel van der Merwe met promotor professor Albert Grindling.
Meneer de visiekanselier, gegrond op uitputtende gevalle navorsing in 4 lande, verskaf die proefskrif van Karel van der Merwe 'n pakkende ontleding oor die lotgevalle van die enigmatiese generaal Ben Viljoen. Die kandidaat slaag daarin om 'n uitmuntende beredeneerde volronde beeld van Viljoen daar te stel. Die werk verteenwoordig 'n nuwe hoogtepunt vir proefskrifte oor die Suid-Afrikaanse geskiedenis. Ek versoek u om die graad aan Karel van der Merwe toe te ken.
Alta van Rensburg met promotor professor Ilse Feinauer.
Meneer die visiekanselier, hierdie studie lewer 'n bydrae tot 'n ongekarteerde ondersoekterrein, naamlik kwaliteitsversekering by gespesialiseerde vertaling deur die toepassing van revisie in die vertaalproses. Die fokus is akademiese vertaalkantore aan hoër onderwysinstellings. Die revisiekategorieë en formule wat sy saamgestel het, kan deur vertaalkantore aan hierdie instansies gebruik word om revisieprosesse te verbeter. Alta van Rensburg is adjunkdirekteur van die US se taalsentrum en haar bevindinge sal dus ook hier gebruik kan word. Dit kan egter ook in die gewone vertaalpraktyk en in die vertaalopleidingskonteks toegepas word. Ek versoek u hiermee om die PhD in vertaling aan Alta van Rensburg te verleen.
Leslie Pieter Welman met promotor professor Sanet Ferreira.
Meneer die visiekanselier, die evolusie van firmas en hulle ekonomiese veerkragtigheid hou betekenisvolle implikasies vir die ontwikkeling van dorpe en streke in. Leslie se analise van Saldanha Staal, Transnet, Sea Harvest en die plaaslike owerheid in die groei en ontwikkeling van Saldanha en sy streek vul huidige leemtes in die bestaande literatuur en bied empiriese bewyse vir sy resultate. Ek versoek u om hierdie graad aan Leslie Pieter Welman te verleen.
Michelle Jennifer White, with Supervisor Professor Frenette Southwood.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, Michelle White studied the language and working memory skills of grade R's in an English medium school over the course of a year, comparing English home language children to those who enter school with little or no English language proficiency. Her findings, while encouraging, indicate that young English language learners acquire additional educational support. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree on Michelle Jennifer White.
Ibrahim Yakubu, with Supervisor Dr. Manfred Spopcha.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, this study has illuminated the various aspects of housing practices and residential mobility dynamics in the low-income housing sector of Tamale, Ghana. It contributed to a deeper understanding of the complexities of economic forces, state-led urban upgrading initiatives, and socio-spiritual beliefs and practices that impact on residential mobility decisions. I request you confirm the degree on Ibrahim Yakubu.
The degree Masters of Arts, die graad Magister in Lettere en Wysbegeerte. Cindy Aberdeen. Julia Ruth Kirsten Bingham. Nina Botha en haar pa, Professor Alf Botha, sal haar band omhang. Adrian Kipido. Tanya Nelly de Vente Baker. Candice Michelle Diergaard. Jessica May Graham. Mpo Refilwe Keletsu Clotilda Manka. Anelda Marx. Dimakatso David Mokwena. Mukhtar Raban. Divan Raal. Shlopsile Genevieve Stromwijk. Werner Volgraaf. Die graad Magister in die Lettere en Wysbegeerte cum laude. The degree Master of Arts cum laude. Philippus Bernardus de Wet. Martiana Goddard. Daniel Graham Goldston. Kristen Harmse. Louise Hartwig. James Keith Lotter. Jack Mutswairu. Jean-Marie Potgieter. Charlie Ann Punt. Renee Raad. Janie Slabbert en haar ma, Dr. Ilse Slabbert, sal haar band omhang. Mizan van Wyk. Mercy Lydia van Willigstein. Chesney Fenella Ward Smith. Sasha Lee Williams. The degree Master of Philosophy. Zila Abdul. Tanya Kutsia. Tanya Fushia. Lonwabu J. Charity Malaratu Masumbuka. Die graad magister in die wysbegeerte cum laude, Sonja Botha. Die graad magister in maatskaplike werk, the degree Master of Social Work, Mark Charles Colette. Anja Kotze. Lejean Nel. Die graad baccalaureus in die wysbegeerte, the degree Bachelor of Philosophy, Carmen Martens. Edgar McQuena. Die graad honeurs baccalaureus in die lettere en wysbegeerte, the degree Bachelor of Arts Honours, Sechaba Aaron. Kaylin Abrams. Carmen Felicia Adams. Zina Georgina America, and Dr. America will cap her daughter. Carlies Werner Aploon. Nkateku Baloyi. Rahisa Furaha Bampuriki. Lola Biaya. Gysbert Albertus Boysen. Maria Botha. Ashley Braaf. Rosanne Karstens. Michael Sillier. Cody Erin Kluter. Shannon Ray Coggill. Danielle Cronier. Monique Douglas. Robin Nicole Dumas. Adrian Oscar Forsman. Jessica Elizabeth Fuller. Ayanda Avela Gazela. Magdalene Giannakopoulos. Hazel Ann Gillian. Ryan Michael Graves. Melanie Green. Nafisa Ismail. Nicole Karen Jansen. Kaylee Margaret John. Zenitha Johnson. Brent Kyle Johnston. Karu Kotze. Claire Kruishaar. Isabella Kulo. Matthew Robert Law. Melissa Julie Lederle. Tandile Lirula. Modihe Anastasia Mabe. Jilla Francis McKinnon. Gemma McClear. Bukule Madikazela. Toku Yuan Mashlangu. Gabriel Ann Marks. Richard McKnight. Shannon Stephanie Meyer. Lauren Claire Moyer. Siobhan Carey Montgomery. Christopher James Hamilton Morrison. Robin Laura Morrison. Tinashe James Prince Mutizwa. Arthur Muzofa. Tanya Narker. Masilake Chiwota Nyomane. Danai Valeria Nyagani. Inge Odendaal. Ninke Joy Osborne. Talia Parker. Niels Rasmussen. Jean-André Rousseau. Mpo Christine Skosana. En Enrico Smith. Jessica Lynn Stein. Jade Lauren Sullivan. Darren Ray Turnbull. Michaela Lee van der Merwe. Michaela. Ernst Jacobus van Zyl. Jan Hendrik Wille. Amber Jo Willemse. Shanae Wink. Janosch Günther Weingaard. Mandy Zastron. Die graad honeursbaccalaureus in die lettere en wysbegeerte cum laude, the degree Bachelor of Arts Honours cum laude, Kaylin Rose Arnie. Stephanie Jane Aitchison. Roxanne Appleby. Daniela Barnard. Danica Brandt. Lara Crawford. Amber Roxanne Crook. Michelle Nicole Day. Engela Helena de Villiers. Lisa de Villiers. Taryn Lee Dick. Lorenzo Elijah. Sarah Catherine Elphick. Sasha Courtney Erskine. Marine Fulcher. Jonathan James Galloway. David Gross. Jenna Ann Hutchings. Matthew John Jordan. Dalaine Krieger. Jared Wayne Lakay. Lyle Edward Lennox. Kristen Lee McLeod. Johan Bernard May. Mishka Munasar. Grizel Norkia. Caitlin Christine O'Donovan. Amy Palmer. Minali Dinesh Parshutam. Lisa Pfeffer. Daniel Johannes Roan Rademan. Guguletu Resha. Helen Jacqueline Antoinette Rode. Kabisile Stella Shabango. Emma Ann Schwall. Liesel Shirley. Mia Uys. Caitlin Venter. Emma Catherine Wakefield. Die nagraadse diploma in toegepaste etiek cum laude. Muhammad Ryan Martin. Henrietta Susanna van der Berg. Maricel van Rooyen. The postgraduate diploma in Knowledge and Information Systems Management. Mark Antonio Carolison. Stacy Josie Chimoyo. Pila Luleka Gaga. Sibashle Gwendolyn Kushwayo. Sipo Simon Linda. Jaylene Samantha Pfeiffer. The postgraduate diploma in Knowledge and Information Systems Management, cum laude. Lindsay Paul Wickham. The postgraduate diploma in Social Science Methods, Sifiso Brian Mshlongo. The postgraduate diploma in Intercultural Communication, cum laude, Heather Michelle de Gouveia. Die nagraadse diploma in vertaling. Sorry, Lizaan Dreyer. Talita Abbe Joubert. The postgraduate diploma in translation, cum laude, Hendrika Cornelia Scott. Die nagraadse diploma in monitering en evaluering, Leonora Kruger.
Die graad baccalaureus in die letter- en wysbegeerte, the degree Bachelor of Arts. Jesse Garth Abrams. Muamr Abrams. Akut. Rebecca Faith Akert. Warda Adhikari. Carlia Achenbach. Gita Karina America. And Dr. America will cap her daughter, second daughter. Leanne Lucretia Amsterdam. Kathleen Jennifer Anderson. Jason Andrews. Wendell Juden Andrews. Laverne Althea Aris. Carmen Asherton Smith. Martinez Wessel Wilhelmus Okamp. Kayla Acevedo. Andiswa Bangela. Ashley Barlow. Brittany Ann Barnard. Pia Jade Bateman. Megan Bates. Tandeka Amy Ntemu Bean. Kelly Beasley. Megan Beaumont. Claudia Beccaro. Kristen Beck. Jenna Charlotte Isabel Beebe. Mishane Becker. Zaria Birkus. Eduard Birkman. Hannah Amy Bevis. Engelbert Junior Bendel. Cleo Sabrina Biscombe. Chloe Bishop. Sarah Catherine Blakeway. Lauren Ashley Busak. Savannah Bosman. Ernst Henk Boetes. Jean Tricia Botha. Karika Botha. Madeleine Botha. Jana Bothma. Jocelyn Laura Barmaker. Elizabeth Brandt. And congratulations on getting her degree and also being her birthday today. Tristan Chelsea Brockman. Julia Ann Hillary Brody. Jessie Levon Brever. Nancy Amanda Bugler. Megan Burns. Chloe Bernice Keister. Darren Lee Randall Carulison. Alexander Nicholas Kaywood. Sibonisile Nomusa Khele. Brittany Inge Chalmers. Laura Astor Chandler. Inga Claudine Christians. Jacqueline Suline Claessens. Jordan Andrew Clark. Mariska Antoinette Klute. Tanya Klute. Mishka Robin Colin. Gina Joan Cole. Lily Connon. Bailey Laura Critchfield. Bradley Robert Krokamp. Kieran Lynn Cumming. Marisha Damons. Chelsea Maria Daniels. Simone Andrea Daniels. Tasneem Daniels. Antonia Sophia Darlington. Sarah Jean Dott. Aaliyah Davids will be capped by her mother, Professor Nuran Davids. Danusia Marichan Davids. Hanim Davids. Hanel Davids. Nabila Davids. Nabila Davids. Emile de Beer. Jaco Philip de Bruin. Kayla Lee de Chalane. Marianne Magdalene de Jager. Bianca de Villiers. Jacques de Villiers. Megan de Vos. Tandeka Daisy. Rochelle Dix. Georgina Lauren Dix. Lungelwa Mbali Tlali. Tian Duputsani. Monet Chiara Duplessis. Andrea Dutoy. Jacques François Dutoy. Nicola Hester Dutoy. Michael David Ducasse. Chelsea Ann Easton. Elsa Elseby Extian. Georgina Anna Elliott. Danae Elof. Andrea Els. Lise Engelbrecht. Nicola Erasmus. Valerie Erasmus. Devald Eigelaar en meneer Leon Eigelaar sal die band om sy seun hang. Mieke Ferreira. Courtney Ann Field. Justin Lyle Flexney. Nicole Fortune. Dedre Fouché. Nina Fouché. Chardonnay Fourie. Danelle Fourie. Tracy Leanne Frankfurt. Leanne Fransman. Shirley Allen Franz. Sally Jean Ellis Fraser. Jessica Gardner. Claire Jane Gentleman. Christine Gerber. Chloe Gilchrist. Abigail Robin Gildenhuis. Wianda Gilliland. Gabriella Gold. Nizette Audrey Gordon. Giselda Marguerite Goetz. Janisha Govender. Catherine Margaret Green. Rochelle Kirsten Green. Jana Andrea Greilen. Monroe Greer. Ella Rundle Hall. Athene Isabella Hamilton Russell. Enrico Harris. Chloe Ann Harvard. Henry Hutton. Monique Rose Hedricks. Michaela Marie Helders. Meryl Arendt Henneke. Ute Inge Hermanus. Ingrid Heidenreich. Mark Anthony Hiles. Anya Stefani Hintz. Ruben Calvin Hope. Lucinda Ann Hopkins. Kendra Nora Hudson. Bianca Hull. Liesel Human. Alexander Immelman. Keenan Edward Jacobs. Hanye Janse van Rensburg. Dominique Jefta. Daniela Chantal Jentz. Lana Jevremovic. Embeth Lisa Johannes. Damien Johnson. Kimberly Jones. Leroy Euster. Anne-Marie Jordan. Jenna Lee Josephs. Jessica Josephs. Brumilde Hubert. William George Jewell. Ayanda Kachla. Jennifer Odette Kamweni. Elandre Kopp. Nicole Kutzhoff. Ingrid Klukau. Tinyiko Celestine Knappe. Bronwyn Lee Knox. Gabriella Simone Beatrice Quipon. Michaela Elshadi Koopman. Saskia Kratzenstein. David Christopher Kroner. Elisma Kruer. Jordan Sasha Lakay. Rupert Harold Langerman. Petrus Jacobus Johannes Stephanus Lategang. So. Nathan William Swithin LaRue. Nell-Marie LaRue. Nathan Vuyo Levenrad. Janae Lewis. Lauren Lewis. Florian Lichtenberg. Donovan James Liddycoat. Rebecca Ann Light. Emma Loftus. Annerie Lombard. Igna Veronica Lawrence. Jandi Low. Regan Lubinsky. Byron John Lucas. Jessica Line. Jamkeleni Mabandla. Brogan Lane McFarlane. Emma Jane McDonald. Anati Madubela. Sintle Felicity Magasi. Liana Letabo Mahesu. Ashwin Franco Malloy. Pretty Manamela. Michelle Claude Marais. Tosama Sukiswa Prudence Matiti. Veneruru Martin. Gemma Mauger. Stephen May. Nolwazi Charity Mazibuko. Georgina Louise McCaig. Liam McLaughlin. Kaylin McLean. Filasande Vanessa Atandili Ndolomba. Catherine Maynard. Kim Lisa Mayer. Malika Mayer. Jadine Ivania Meyers. Kerry Lee Meyerson. Alicia Morgan Mitchell. Nirvana Siobhan Milton. Samuel Zacharias Minar. Kiabetswe Melita Mako. Megan Moffat. Zainab Mohammed. Nishai Mudli. Roxanne Muniz. Nelandre Mostert. Lodi Kulaumani Muatunga. Byron Mulberg. Amara Mukudem. Francais Jody Miller. Kayla Ivanka Miller. Kaylin Mandel. Marseille Murray. Asanda Sinetemba Mvundla. Sibisa Busisiwe Mkube. Liebe Neetling. Anke Nel. Leska Curry Netley. Fika Ngwanyakazi Ngonzo. Jandre Sune Nitschke. Sean Tevin Noble. Shannon Tara Nolan. Johannes Jacobus Nüttling. Umzamu Portia Ntombela. Tariru Salim Nyamudesa. Emily Orion. Jamie Lee Rachel October. Rogan Adrian Ulofse. Jasmine Willifier. Karen Oram. Mashilo William Paley. Lauren Sadi Parense. Shannon Lee Parks. Benjamin Grant Patton. Laura Claire Peach. Natalie Natasha Peterson. Jason Petzer. Warren Lee Pillay. Michaela Pitten. Alexander Stephen Powell. Almero Prinsloo. Karl Prinsloo. Alexandra Jane Pride. Percival John Oliver Quina. Aluani Alice Ramarumo. Lauren Ramsey. Koketso Matlako Rapoho. Brittany Ann Reeves. Tom Gabriel Renner. Elsa Richter. Chad Clifford Robertson. Nathan Jevon Robenkis. Viran Kesha Rulf. Nicole Juliet Rouillard. Sabrina Rousseau. Josephine Ann Roux. Natasha Renee Rush. Nadia Jamila Sali. Robert Sam Kaputu. Shane Wilfred Sass. Tony Ann Schneider. Devan Scholz. Oliver Bradley Scholz. Luke Douglas Schooling. Marguerite Schwörer. Victoria Schulst. Shawangwa Sitimela. Hannah Sheward. Renee Shirley. Kolja Sieberhagen. Ashley Kristen Simpson. Tegan D. Slater. Maria Aleta Small-Smith. Answa Marie Smith. Anke Smith. CJ Walter Smith. Jody Smith. Kenyon Carl Smith. Luke Smith. Monet Smith. Paige Taylor Smith. Rachel Sue Smith. Annarine Sneyman. Imad Sukker. Lynn Marie Solomon. Ulrike Gretchen Spannenberg Europa. Lauren Christine Steenkamp. Marie Naomi Steenkamp. Megan Heloise Esme Steenkamp. Elzaan Stein. Suzanne Strauss. Grant Robert Sancroft Stretton. James Andrew Sutherland. Catherine Swart. Guillaume Luc Swart. Lisa Ray Swart. Chiswell Arode Swartz. Olivia Victoria Taylor. Andrea Lee Turnison. Celine Michelle Thomas. Elodie Trotsky. Sipusihle Changana. Asibabale Twani. Bianca van Antwerpen. Catherine Ashley van den Berg. Sophia Annika van den Berg. Cara van den Berg. Amy Margaret van der Bos. Simone van der Kolf. Anke Arien van der Merwe en Dr. Michelle van der Merwe, haar ma sal will cap her. Sal haar band omhang. Jammer. Carmen Louise van der Merwe. Helene van der Merwe. Juliana van der Merwe. Mark Jean van der Merwe. Marie Mildred van der Merwe. Nicola van der Merwe. Landry van der Poel. Janie Ines van der Spey. Nicola van der Westhuizen. Joa van Dijk. Taylor Melanie van Heerden. Eileen van Lille. Alexandra van Nieuwenhuizen. Christian van Rensburg. Wilnay van Rooyen. Chantay Jolanda van Skalkwijk. Leo van Skalkwijk. Lucien van Wijk. Zoe Maria van Wijk. Ingrid van Huisteen. Jana van Rooyen. Elsmarie van Seil. Hendrik Loupser van Seil. Sune van Seil. Esna Venter. Nicola Viljoen. Excuse me. Shani Claudia Viljoen. Alana Sachi. Shane Visser. Madison Colleen Volkwijn. Megan Lee Wallace. Emma Jo Wardle. Courtney Lynn Watson. Emma Louisa Yates Wayne. Marion Webber. Anneke Wilken. Courtney Williams. Dylan Williams. Mishka Ashlyn Williams. Jade Kelly Wilson. Samantha Ann Wimbush. Elisma Valencia Witboy. Janine Wolfhard. Michael Duncan Wright. Sharon Zimkita Vulana. Akona Lerato Clotieni. Courtney Terence Yon. Die graad baccalaureus in die lettere en wysbegeerte cum laude. The degree Bachelor of Arts cum laude. Akiku Adinya. Willem Adonis. Kayla Shelley Arnold. Olivia Bernstein. Talia Beyers. Marilyn Louise Blom. Karma Botha. Albert Brandt. Ilse Brooks. Victoria Cristiana Buenadias Andrade Cabral. Carmel Khan. Juanita Suzanne Slier. Caitlin Zoe Kutsia. Kirsten Dietering. Rita Engelbrecht. En sy sal die band sal om haar gehang word deur haar ma professor Engelbrecht. Jemay LZ Faru. Sarah Ann Gardner. Jessica Lee Gaynor. Demi Louise Geldenhuis. Andre James Daniel Kershaw. Christy Kuri. Nikita Stephanie Köhler. Anneke Luik. Mikaela May Mare. Kaylin Julia Marden. Gina McKenzie. Simone Meyer. Andrea Miller. Daniela Nasia Neville. Kayla Odendaal. Francesca Bryony Sleet. Aida Cornelia Snyman. Jacoba Nicola Snyman. Lisa Tron. Ashley Thompson. Kanya Susan van der Merwe. Megan Iris van Niekerk. Vilna van Weijeren. Shana Fasagi. Chantalise Watkins. Alex Elizabeth Zeeman. Die graad baccalaureus in maatskaplike werk, the degree Bachelor of Social Work. Pass me the name. Nikita Nadine Adams. Shamel Tamika Andries. Carly Melissa Anthony. Beatrice Hildegard Blankers. Keegan Brenlin Blight. Wilmarie Lizanne Boyson. Lizani Shasha Lee Klute. Sunay Klute. Rumik Davids. Alita Marie Delport. Nico Diago. Amanda Marsha Ducan. Melina Dumas. Michaela Shanrose Esau. Amy Lee Eslick. Nazelle Jane Fransman. Shanae Germeshuisen. Justine Georgina Hendricks. Clementia Naweda Herman. Ntombo Xolo Anita Jack. Danishka Anya Werner Jacobs. Tammy Lee Jakta. Edith Ursula Uester. Rugail Joshua. Gerard Burger Leroux. Diego Sunil Christopher Lawrence. Aideen Joanne Lufuta. Duduzile Yunus Manda. Zandile Mantile. Michaela Mare. Rachel Anthea Mars. Heinrich Enrico Martinez. Georgina Adrian Martin. Bongani Paul Mashaba. Nonesi Trifina Mantozzi. Elrise Michaels. Jody Lee Moelman. Nolu Babalo Mpikashe. Tirelo Esther Ntombeni. Ilse Karen Neal. Zukiswa Stella Ntonga. Eldine Rawaida Plaikis. Tanya Pretorius. Daniel Robenheimer. Belinda Oliver Reuters. Janae Christine Russell. Shanae Amber Smith. Fadia Smith. Nishay Eve Smith. Oriel Veronica Strassheim. Rita Swart. Tanya Elma Swart. Petrushka Bernelie Judine Swarts. Annelie Tron. Mariska van den Berg. Luke Alex van der Heever. Monroe Versace. Christelle Vries. Carly Jane Wiggett. Kelly Jessica Wilmot. Nande Yola. Graad baccalaureus in maatskaplike werk cum laude, Nicole Ann Strydom. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I dare say that our Department of Social Work will have to organize its own pride parade, like the Faculty of Law, to our building. Meneer die Visie-Kanselier, ek versoek u om aan die graad- en diploma-kandidate, wie se name ook aan u voorgelê is, maar wat nie hier teenwoordig is nie, die onderskeie grade en diplomas in hulle afwesigheid te verleen. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degrees and diplomas on those candidates whose names have been presented to you, but who cannot attend in their absence.
Ek verleen die betrokke grade, diplomas en sertifikate aan die kandidate in hulle afwesigheid. I confer the respective degrees, diplomas and certificates on the candidates in their absence.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stellenbosch University annually awards only one Chancellor's medal to a final year student or postgraduate student who has not only excelled academically, but has also contributed to campus life in various ways and worked hard at developing co-curricular attributes. Die dames en here, die Universiteit Stellenbosch ken jaarliks sy kanseliersmedalje toe aan 'n finale jaar of nagraadstudent wat uitnemend presteer het. Die ontvanger kry die medalje gewoonlik by sy of haar plegtigheid in Desember sonder dat hulle vooraf daarvan weet. Hierdie aankondiging behoort dit 'n verrassing vir die ontvanger te wees. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I hereby request that you award the Chancellor Medal for 2018 to Xanthi Dawn Hunt. Please join us on the stage. Dr. Hunt, who hails from KwaZulu-Natal, has been described by academic staff at Stellenbosch University's Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences as an academic phenomenon and the very finest student they have had in many years. This description corresponds with the admiration from world leaders at a recent major international disability conference in Europe, who described her as a genius. Dr. Hunt already has approximately 30 academic publications to her name. This is more than many academics in psychology have produced in their entire careers. She is also the first master's student in the history of the department whose degree was upgraded to a PhD. Her PhD was also accepted and passed with no changes required. So she's a social scientist, but another academic highlight occurred during her PhD studies when she enrolled for a course in biostatistics at master's level, despite not having completed mathematics at matric level. Initially, the course convener did not wish to admit her to the course because he did not think she had the mathematical skills, but eventually, reluctantly, he agreed to accept her. She completed the course cum laude, with results the second best in her class. So, dames en here, Dr. Xanthi Dawn Hunt het gedurende haar studiejare die volgende vererings verwerf. Die ES Politieke Wetenskap toekenning vir uitnemendheid vir toppresterende eerstejaarsstudent. Die ES Engelse studiedepartementele toekenning vir uitnemendheid vir toppresterende eerstejaarsstudent. Die rektors toekenning vir akademies uitnemendheid vir topfakulteitspresteerder wat sy 3 keer ontvang het. En sy is ook aangewys as die toppresterende student in Engels. Soos uit haar voortreffelike akademiese rekord blyk, het sy iedere vak waarvoor sy ingeskryf het, cum laude geslaag met die uitsondering van 1 diensmodule. En in die eerste 5 jaar van haar studies het sy gemiddeld van 82,1% gehandhaaf. In haar voorgraadse studiejare was sy lid van haar koshuise a cappella sanggroep en sy het werk verrig as portuïertutor binne haar koshuisgemeenskap en later ook buite daardie gemeenskap. Sy was ook as vrywillige raadgewer betrokke by gemeenskapsgebaseerde projekte in Stellenbosch en die Franshoekgebiede. Dr. Hunt's research spans disability studies, public health, monitoring and evaluation of early childhood interventions, and academic communication. She has a bachelor's degree in the humanities, an honors degree in journalism and in psychology, a master's degree in biostatistics, and today she received her PhD in psychology. She has a contract for a PhD to be published as a book with Belgrave next year. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now request that you award Stellenbosch University's Chancellor Medal for 2018 to Dr. Zanthi Dawn Hunt.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, an outstanding feature of institutions that focus on excellent performance is that excellent achievers receive acknowledgement on different levels and in different ways. In the context of Stellenbosch University, this recognition includes the Chancellor's Awards, which focus on sustained excellence in research and/or learning and teaching and/or community interaction. In the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, this year, there are two recievers of this award, Professors Louise Viljoen and Ashraf Kahir. I have pleasure in presenting the following motivations in respect of the two receivers. Professor Louise Viljoen van die Departement Afrikaans en Nederlands is die akademiese outeur wat wêreldwyd die meeste aangehaal word oor die Afrikaanse letterkunde, die navorsingsoewere wat sy oor meer as 40 jaar opgebou het, sluit al drie tradisionele terreine van literatuurstudie in: literêre kritiek, literatuurgeskiedenis en literêre teorie. Sy het reeds 51 artikels, 28 hoofstukke in boeke en 3 boeke gelewer, en verder 3 poësie bloemlesings wat sy saamgestel het, meestal as enkel outeur. Uit haar vele optredes by vakkongresse is sy 6 keer as hoofspreker genooi. Erkenning vir haar navorsingswerk blyk onder andere uit haar ontvangs van die SA Akademie vir Wetenskap en Kuns se Gustav Preller Prys vir literatuurwetenskap en letterkundige kritiek in 2016. Professor Viljoen het hierdie besondere navorsingsprofiel geskep deur oor Afrikaans en dikwels in Afrikaans te skryf. Meneer die Visie-Kanselier, ek versoek u dus graag om die kanselierstoekenning aan Professor Louise Viljoen te oorhandig. Distinguished Professor Ashraf Kahir, a member of the Academy of Science of South Africa, has been the recipient of all 3 Rector's Awards for Excellence, for research, for teaching, and for social impact. Professor Kahir is the author of nearly 200 scientific publications and has received numerous research awards from national and international grant makers. In 2012, he received the European Union Literary Award and the South African Literary Award for his debut novel, Khalil's Journey. Professor Kahir currently serves as the co-director of the Alan J. Flisher Center for Public Mental Health, a leading World Health Organization collaborating center. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I request you to present the Chancellor's Award to Professor Ashraf Kahir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now awarded all the degrees and diplomas. And I wish to congratulate all our graduates and our two new honorary doctors, Drs. Glynis Breakwell and Homi Baba. We have heard of their considerable achievements and contributions, and it is indeed a privilege for Stellenbosch University to honor them in this way. They are indeed role models and an inspiration to all of us. Hartelijk geluk ook aan professor Louise Viljoen en professor Ashraf Kajid met die ontvangs van die kanselierstoekennings vir uitnemendheid. Maar aan al ons gradiatie, baie geluk met julle prestasies en hierdie belangrike mylpaal in julle lewens. Hopefully this is not the end of the road with Stellenbosch University. You may think quietly that this is too quick, Prof. But still, I would like to plant the seed for some further study as well. We would love to have you back as postgraduate students, even if it's in a couple of years. In our centenary year, the university has launched a special networking platform, especially for all our graduates. It is called Marty's Connect. So please go on to www.martysconnect.com and sign up. There you can stay connected to your Marty friends. You can find the latest job postings, mentors, networking opportunities, all at one location. Please take advantage of the opportunity to connect and to promote your career. And please stay in touch with your alma mater. I sincerely wish to congratulate parents, spouses, and family with the achievements of your family member, spouse, or friend. In many an instance, support probably went hand in hand with sacrifice. But we trust that the reasons for your presence here today made it all worthwhile. I think it will be most appropriate of our graduates to acknowledge the support with a hearty round of applause. Voordat ek afsluit, nooi ek u almal graag uit om hierna 'n glasie te kom klink by die spesiale Eufees Alumni tent wat hier op die veld langsaan opgerig is. U kan ook daar verskeie verkooppunte vind waar u US aandenkings kan koop om hierdie ekstra spesiale gradeplegtigheidsjaar te vier. Dit sluit in Universiteit Eufees publikasies, matriekulasie, geskenke en ons eie welgevallen kelderse wyn. So before you leave Kutsumerk today, please join our alumni relations team in the marquee tent for a glass of bubbly to toast this most wonderful achievement of yours in our centenary year. You can find Marty memorabilia and our own welgevallen wines on sale there. It's a fantastic place to do all your Christmas shopping. Dames en heren, ons het nou die einde van die verrigtinge verryk en ek verklaar hierdie kongregasie van die Universiteit Stellenbosch as beëindig. Ek versoek u om op te staan en te bly staan totdat die akademiese prosesie die saal verlaat het. We have now come to the end of the proceedings and I hereby declare this meeting of the congregation of the Stellenbosch University closed. Would you please rise and remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall.